these girls are gorgeous. They're gorgeous girls, right? The sister's husband was this fat ass, sloppy looking, like sweaty guy. We're at like this little house party thing. We're drinking. He's like, I don't have problems with gays. Just don't ever hit on me. I said, you're good, I promise. Would never happen in my life. Never, like, think of like the fattest, nastiest man. We were joking with your mom and called her a lesbian. She was mad at us.
I tell her that all the time.
She got mad at us though.
She always gets mad at me.
Because first we were like joking, and then I thought we were joking, and she turned serious.
No, she is.
Sorry,
she is an ally for sure, but like, do not make me.
She said, "Don't bring that gay shit up."
Yeah,
here.
I'm straight, honey. I'm straight. I value. I support you. Support all the gays, but I'm straight. That's my mom.
It's so funny. So another thing that happened over the weekend.
But I still stand by. She'd be a great lesbian.
I do this, and I don't know if you do this, but a friend invited me out to go with her and a guy that she's just talking to, hang out. And the guy has this group of friends, whatever, and the guy is from, on that side, the Fort Worth side of town of things. Anyway, so we're talking, and I'm like, hey, like, I'll go, but like, I'm gonna be like a fifth wheel or whatever, fourth wheel, whatever. And but make sure that they know that I'm gay. Like, I don't want it to be an issue. And this person's like, yeah, it should be an issue. I'm like, just make sure. And it's funny. So then I invite my other gay friend with us. And the plans kind of change up a little bit. But I was like, hey, I think she basically said she told him to tell his friends, like, hey, she's going to bring her gay friends. And then his friends didn't text him back. So the guy was like, y'all just do whatever. Like, we'll meet up later or whatever. So then my friend was like offended. Like, what the fuck? Like, why would they be upset about this? Da, 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 da. So I was like, girl, just go hang out. Do your thing. We can meet up later, right? Well, obviously the plans changed. So I called my friend, the gay one. I was like, hey, we're going to just do our own thing and we'll meet up with her later. And I kind of explained what happened. He was like, I never think to ask that, like to tell people that I'm gay, it's going to be an issue. And I was like, yeah, I do. He's like, why do you do that? Right. And I'm like, because I don't want to be in a space where I'm not wanted. Like, it's like a thing. Like, I'd rather protect my peace. And I'm not offended. I don't care. I'm not mad that you don't want to hang out with me. I don't care. I don't want to be there.
Yeah, I don't even know you.
Yeah, I don't know you. But I don't want to be in a space where I'm not, like, welcomed and I feel uncomfortable. Yeah. And now I'm here top golfing with people I don't know or like, you know what I mean? So
well, because then if you leave, if you remove yourself from the space, now you're that faggot.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah. And so my friend was like, I never asked that. But I was like, well, I think you're more straight passing. This my friend, I think it's more like straight passing. Like, he's gay, he's out, he lives his life, but like we would know, but like other people wouldn't really clock him, So I was like, I don't think you have to ask or warn people because you probably don't have those issues. Like, I grew up gay, and so I know that's a thing. Bringing it back to our first podcast ever, where I told you the story about, hey, I'm gay, is this going to be an issue? Like, interviewing a team, right? And it goes back to that. It's just like, I know it sounds like I'm insecure about it. I'm not. I just don't want to be in a space where I'm not wanted. Do you ever feel like you have to do that as like a gay man, or do you just show up and you're you and it is what it is?
It depends. So I think, I'll say this. I was having a conversation with somebody, a higher up in a mortgage leader, right? A big deal. And he had said, someone came up to me and said how great it is that you get to, that I get to stand on stage telling my story, that people are interested. And I'm thinking,
okay,
but it's because I'm gay, right? 5 years ago, 10 years ago, they wouldn't, right? So I forget that there are people out there that protect themselves, right? Or have a preconceived notion about somebody who's gay, because I've been this way my entire life. Yeah. And I'm the last person you need to protect yourself from. Right? In my opinion, I may have a sharp tongue, but if you provoke me, then you provoked me. But if I come into every situation, chill, happy, cool, but if you don't start none, won't be none, right? I'm that person. So it caught me off guard. I was like, this is 2026. Like, okay. But, I rarely ask anymore because I have my own business, right? I now have my own brokerage. But I think I told you, like, when I was working for different companies or interviewing, I would always ask, listen, I'm gay. Are you prepared to work with a gay person? And it wasn't really, the question was a test question to see what the response was. Because if the response is, oh, well, we have plenty of successful gays, that's not what I'm asking you. Yeah. They're not. what I'm asking you is, do you know how to deal with somebody who isn't like you? And when I worked at VIP, I literally said, the two owners were in there, and I was like, listen, y'all ready for a fag? Because this is a frat house here.
Maybe one day we can come to a point. And I do feel like sometimes we are regressing and we are progressing. I feel like we're being so progressive at some point in time.
No, we're regressing for sure as a country.
I feel like maybe we're kind of regressing a little bit.
I know we are.
Hopefully there comes a time where your sexual attraction is not your personality. It's not who you are. It's not.
It shouldn't matter because heterosexual people don't announce, "Hey, I'm straight." Like when we go hang out with straight people, they say, "Oh, I'm straight. Are you gonna be okay with that?"
But there's different. I just feel like there's different types of people. There's masculine people. There's feminine people. There's people in between. There's like feminine straight men, right? There's feminine straight men who like women, but like they're maybe a little sassy, you know? And I just think if this person is gay, what does that have to do with any of the things that we're doing? It doesn't affect their job, doesn't affect their work, doesn't affect who they are. It's none of our business, really. But like, at the same breath, it's like, he shouldn't have to hide who he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll go back to this story. So I had a call scheduled with somebody, again, a big leader in the industry. Mm-hmm. And he sent me a text. He's like, hey, I got an email. Hey, we have to reschedule. He's busy, da-da-da-da. So I have his number. So I texted him. I said, you don't have to play hard to get. I'm married, right? And he just sends back, LOL. And then, so the call was rescheduled. So when we got on the call a week later, he's like, I need you to know, you're just fucking funny. I said, oh, I'm hilarious. He said, I showed my wife your text and she laughed. And so today, I think I don't know if I brought up on the other podcast. He's like, my wedding ring's in the shop getting repaired or cleaned or whatever.
That's funny, yeah.
And he said, so I told my wife, hey, I've got a Zoom call with Milo and I'm not wearing my ring. And it was early and I was like, I don't have mine on either.
That's funny. It's cute. I love when straight men can just play along.
Yeah, like,
and it's
listen,
not a thing, you know?
Because I remember when I was growing up, straight men as a rule thought, the propaganda was if we were gay, we were trying to suck your dick too. I don't want you. You're straight.
And gay men are the most pickiest motherfuckers. Let me tell you. Okay, real story. I have a friend. I love her. I won't say who she is, but she invited me to like her house with her family, and I met her sister's husband. Okay, these girls are gorgeous. They're gorgeous girls, right? The sister's husband, was this fat ass. Sloppy looking, like sweaty guy.
But he treats her like a queen.
I don't know.
I'm telling you.
But the sweaty, nasty ass, fat ass guy, okay? We're at like this little house party thing, we're drinking. He's like, I don't have problems with gays. Just don't ever hit on me. I said, you're good, I promise. Would never happen in my life. And never, like, think of like the fattest, nastiest man, like... Just saying, like, sweaty and, like, greasy and, like, hey, I don't got no problem with people being gay, but just don't ever hit on me. I said, noted. Thank you.
Bruh, you're good.
Thank you. And I told my friend, and she just started laughing.
So you have
I didn't tell the wife. I told my friend.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I was like, girl, can you believe it? She's just like, I can't believe this.
You got another hate comment. Oh, you need to start reading the comments.
I got to be more involved. I'm sorry.
So
I just show up here and then I just go about my life. I don't really know what goes on outside.
She thinks she's the help. She's the talent. She just comes in and leaves.
I'm the talent.
So
what did they say?
So it was one of the snippets. It's on YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
So it's one of the snippets where you're like, and I'm protecting my mental health, and I put on my makeup, and I don't know what you're saying. And so the comment is, bruh.
I'm dead.
I know exactly what the bruh means, right? Like, the fuck? So I commented, Bruce had already made a comment, because, Bruce is on it, right? Yeah, keyboard warrior. Yes, my husband be taking care of business.
She loves it, though.
But I went back on there and I was like, bruh.
Makeup. Straight men wear makeup.
Yes, they do.
Makeup is not just for women, and this can be a clip. You can clip this motherfucker right here. People can wear makeup. Makeup is to enhance.
Makeup is non-gender specific.
Yes, it's how.
It's not her makeup.
Yeah.
Herm up.
Makeup for men, boo. It's to conceal. Let's give it right. It's like I want to conceal any bags. I want to
discoloration.
Yeah, I have a lot of redness underneath this. Right, a lot of redness.
One of my exes used to say, "I love me a fat drag queen because it's like carving a pumpkin." He used to love to contour and shadow.
Hey, and it's to give you a little. Why would I want to look not as my best?
Look less.
Yeah. So, hey, I don't give a shit. And I can tell you, your president wears makeup, orange makeup.
We all know.
He needs a gay bitch in his life to fucking correct that shit. How about that? Right? Your favorite fucking football player probably wears makeup in interviews, and people wear makeup in movies, and all the things.
Makeup is makeup.
Yeah. Well, who was it? Like, I think it was Leonardo DiCaprio did like an interview like recently. And like they zoomed in, you can see like cakey ass makeup on his face. It looks so
because they don't know how to put makeup on. Like a lot of those makeup artists don't know how to put makeup on. They do it for film, for the heavy lights.
They need gays.
Well, years ago, I don't know if you know who John Frieda is. John Frieda was like a stylist, and he had.
Oh yeah, I know John Frieda.
All right, so shampoos, conditioners, all that stuff. So there's the John Frieda twins, right? And they were platinum blonde in the commercials. Well, I met them. Their hair was piss yellow. Like piss yellow. And I look, and they were, doing, it was a class, and the instructor said, the reason their hair is this yellow is because the lights are so strong. If we make them street platinum, they will look like they're bald. Like, it'll look like they're old witches. And I thought, okay. Like I didn't, right? I never thought about theory, that. Yeah, the lights change everything. Lights
so important. Okay, so I'm glad you brought this up because I got headshots done last week. Okay,
your headshots were good. Most of them were good.
Okay, we talked. I forgot we talked about.
Did you get the one I sent you? I fixed it. I touched it up.
Yeah, I have it.
I know you're not going to use it, but
I will. But listen. So I was telling you this, but lighting is so important, you guys. So the photographer is great. She was really sweet. She was doing a big group at once. It was for NAREP. Anyway, the photos came back, and I was like, oh, it took me a minute to like them, but I think she does like editorial type of work, which is fine, but I know what I like for me. You know what I like. So yes. when I'm in here, I'm like, we need a lighting. I need frontal lighting. I want to be well lit, right? So the lighting she used gave me like shadows, and like gave me like a shadow here, and like my nose looked bigger than what it was, or like my face looked, I just didn't like the look, right? And it felt like I need frontal lighting. So the headshot that I picked was like the best one out of the ones that she provided, because it was like a front on look. So lighting is so important. It can alter
lighting and angles.
It can alter how you look.
Our first 10 podcasts, we look like we're fucking 2-ton Tessies. We look like 2 tons of fun.
The lighting was good, at least. The lighting was good in those podcasts, which I'm not.
But the angles were horrible.
But the angles, so it's just like, it's so important. So lighting is so important. It'll show color differently. It'll show how you show up differently. You need frontal lighting too, unless my face is not well balanced. Don't look at it. No, it's good. It's not the most. So I understand lighting. I understand my face. I understand what works for me. That's why I like sitting on this side of the couch.
Yeah, I get thrown under the bus. I already know.
You look great though. Your face is well balanced.
Because I'm looking at you. But this is always a side angle.
So I have it in my contract, my podcast contract.
He does.
I'm on film on this.
The only fight we've ever had
Yeah.
Was about the seating and the lighting.
It's in my contract. So, and it's funny because I'm working with a videographer now, and we're gonna start shooting stuff and working. And I was telling him, like, he did some stuff and he got me on this side, right? And I was like, "Hey, friend," he's like, "But your hair looks so good." I'm like, "Yeah, it's on purpose. Like, I designed my life like this. It's on purpose. But I need you to shoot me from this side." And so now he knows. So. Yeah, I had to get on to him about some stuff. But we love him. He's cool. Yeah.
Yes, Rudy. Shout out Rudy. I don't know why you're not giving him a shout out.
Well, because we're like, we're still working through our kinks. We're going to figure out what works for both of us.
Don't fuck it up, Rudy.
Yeah, hi, Rudy.
But remember, I think I've told you this. I don't know if you remember. So years ago, there was a show called Ally McBeal.
I know. I've heard of it. And it's like very like a funny-ish kind of show, right?
So very quirky. Yeah, quirky. So Mariah was on it.
Yeah, I remember her. Yeah.
And so her whole thing was she needed lighting.
Oh my God, I can't believe you remember that episode. Yeah.
Of course. So, they had her on the
panel.
She was
a deposition or something at court.
They had her in a
courthouse.
What is the stupid seat where you get your
I don't know, where you
get questioned.
Yeah, at the courthouse the judge.
Yeah, she was sitting in
what is it called? A witness stand.
Yeah, the witness stand.
Girl, we don't know shit. We're the worst attorneys.
So they had her on the witness stand, and the judge is asking, "Listen, I hear you're very shy," and she's very demure and shy, she's like, and that you have lighting, and you need lighting to come out, and she's like nodding.
Are we able to clip that?
And she's like,
"Girl, put that scene here."
She probably can. And she's like, "Hey, so are they here with you now?" She's like, "Where?" She's like,
That's
and
so cute. Literally me.
Yeah.
That's why it makes sense. Yeah, that's literally me. I promise you.
It is you.
I don't mean to adopt Mariah Carey's personality, but it just makes sense. And it's so funny. Now we're back to, when we love Mariah, I listen and I really believe in manifestations. I really feel like her music is manifesting in my life because her Butterfly album, I feel like I'm living it. And I'll explain off camera why, but like, anyone that loves Butterfly, listen to that album. I promise you, I'm living that album currently, and I'm like, oh my god, like I think I made this. And so our lives have a lot of. I relate to her as a fan because I feel like our lives have a lot of parallels.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Well, no, that's why I became a right. Like,
yeah,
I paralleled. She and I are basically the same age, right? So as she was going through shit, so was I.
But she went through it, I guess, back then, and now I'm going through it now. Yeah, but it makes sense. It's like you know. Life just repeats, and so her music's timeless.
Everybody, like every decade for any person is relatively the same. It's only specific to your personality. Right? But the 20s are the 20s, the 30s are the 30s.
You know what my favorite comment on any video is? When somebody says something and somebody's like, "I've never had an original experience," and then my other one is like, when somebody does, like, oh, "This might be an original experience," but it's funny because like everybody's. It's just true. Funny how life. People go through the same shit, but it's like you might think you have an original experience, but you really haven't.
Well, it's like used to tell Wes, my stepson, I'm like, I know you think you're doing something that I've never done, but you're not.
Yeah.
Like I am a lifetime ahead of you, kid. Stop trying this shit, right? Yeah. God bless him. I love him.
That's kind of like when I told you.
Hey, Carson. Hey, Wes.
Joe called me. He kind of gave me the same spill too, which I love Joe. Joe is like, I don't know, just cool. But
yeah, Joe is cool.
But he kind of gave me the same spill, like life, like,
So this is a shout out to Trinity Home Advisors. Yes. My refrigerator went out.
Okay, go ahead. Well, Trinity Home Advisors is a home warranty company.
We
work with them. We love them.
And they're our sponsor on the podcast.
He personally has them as his home warranty.
Yes, so I have them as my home warranty. So my fridge went out. I didn't know it was dying, but then I woke up and it was really out. And so I called Joe. I was like, hey, I don't know. And he's like, okay, try this. He's like, all right, we'll deal with it in the morning. Next day, talking to the guy, and he's like, and then my mom is like, call the company. There's what she found out we actually have it covered, so LG's taking care of it. But my point to this is, Trinity was there like that,
nice,
and not just because I texted Joe, they were ready to do what they needed to do.
I think that's important. I met with a client, right? And originally this client we did a consultation last year, right? She went with another realtor. That's her first mistake.
Mistake number one.
We love everybody though. But she went with another realtor. She said, and the phone call, remember this, and it kind of stuck with me. She's like, oh, I met with so-and-so. She's just like you. She's so detailed oriented, but we're going to work with her. So I was like, well, if she's just like me, why aren't you just working with me? You know what I mean? So, but I never want to force anybody. I said, girl, no offense. Like, no, I'm not offended.
Do you, boo?
Do it. If that feels right, do that. Well, she didn't close with this person. Like, the lender fucked up the deal. She lost her $3,000 earnest money. So she called me and I said, hey, like, I'm here if you need anything, right? Like, it's okay. She's like, okay, I'm going to work with you. So we met the other day. And so I was telling her, she was like, oh yeah. She's basically blaming the lender, all the things, right? And I said, look, because she's like, the realtor was great, but the lender. And I was like, well, your realtor is only as strong as their referral partners, okay? I said, but there's so many things in the contract that protect you and your deposit. There are contingencies in the contract, is what I told her. I was like, as your realtor, I would have said, hey, client, your financing contingency it's coming up. We need to figure this out today. I can try to get an extension on this so you're protected, or if you want to make this decision to move forward in this contract, you can lose your deposit. It's up to you. Let me know how we want to move forward. Or, hey, client, you have this out in this contract. Like I was explaining to her, your realtor's only as good as they are and as their partners are. I was like, my referral partners, I've vetted, I've worked with. They are great. They make me seem even better because we're worked together, right? I'm explaining this to her. So with all that to say, Trinity Home Advisors is great. We work with the best. We vetted these people, and it's good that you have a personal experience with them because now you know how they're going to treat the client at the end of the day. Yeah,
because as a homeowner, I don't want to have to buy a new fucking fridge.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And then I don't have a fridge. So all my shit is up in my mom's.
Yeah.
Thank God she lives in the same building. But like, I had just gone to the grocery store. That's like, so you're panicking. Yeah. But they stepped in there doing great. So now it's waiting for LG. Yeah. So what ended up happening is the motherboard on my fridge, I didn't even know there was a motherboard. There's a motherboard on the top of it, right?
A motherboard.
And
you have like a smart fridge. Like it probably has like a computer in there. Yeah.
I guess they all are smart apparently. So the motherboard went out, which is what's causing the compressor not to work. Annoying. So now I have to wait for the motherboard. Then they'll test the compressor. So then it could be another, but the compressor could be dying, but they'll just order it while it's still working. Anyway, Trinity Home Advisors, people. And also to say, when you're buying your house, Ben, as your realtor, will typically try to negotiate a home warranty. If not, listen, inclusive lending. We have a little thing too that we do.
Here's the thing. When you're a homeowner, you're responsible for your house.
Yes.
Right? People who are like, I don't want a house that does this and this, then you're probably not ready to be a homeowner. That's the sad truth, right? Because it's your responsibility to fix your house. When the foundation shifts, it's your responsibility.
When the fucking fridge breaks.
There's no, like, I didn't make this house. I didn't build this house, right? We're relying heavily on the inspection report to catch things. But at the end of the day, it's still your investment. It's your house. So what happens? Ben, this happened in my house. Okay. Have you called your home warranty company? Can we see if they can help? If home warranty company cannot help, they're going to give you references. Hey, call this guy or do this and da, da, da. So it's not like you're alone, right? But I do it to protect you as a client. So that's really what it is, because it's your responsibility as part of being a homeowner.
And perfect segue to say, if you're looking for a home, please look out and reach out to Ben. It's Ben Sanchez, 2 N's, 2 Z's, Instagram.
The diva.
Yes, honey, the diva, the realtor.
We'll get your home. And if you need money from Cash Daddy,
here I am, Inclusive Lending LLC on Instagram. Well, my friend, another episode in the can.
Yes.
Next time I see you, I'll be super tan from Puerto Rico. I will not, because I don't lay out. But
you should get a little tan. Please get a little tan.
Well, tomorrow I have to take my passport because ICE is now working TSA.
Shut the fuck up.
So if Bruce calls you, make sure you answer, because that means I caught a case and my ass is
working TSA.
Yes, ICE.
Are they allowed?
They don't have a choice, because there's nobody. The government shut down. ICE is still getting paid, so the TSA workers aren't working. Yeah.
Speechless. That's it. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.